It's showing that we're now streaming live on Facebook, Doc.
Okay, perfect. Well, I won't go back and cover what I just covered, but bottom line is that, welcome to the call, everybody that's on Facebook, everybody that's joining us live on the video. We sure appreciate you being here and being part of what we're doing. Give us the old thumbs up and smiley face. Let people know that you're here. Let us know where you're from. I sure appreciate it. Tonight we're going to cover the basics of the compensation plan, and we're going to share with you maybe a way that for people who are beginners, we're going to share how do you share it? If you're a beginner and you just signed somebody up, how do you share it in a way that it makes sense to them? So Rene, the first thing that I was going to bring up is, with the compensation plan, I think that people see 8 different parts and it can get so confusing. So let's just simplify the 8 parts. The first part of the compensation plan is the retail. Can you explain real quickly, what does that mean and what do people get paid with retail?
Well, with the retail is our preferred customers. So what I like to do if somebody's coming in and, they're not sure if they're going to do the business and maybe they've never heard of our company or our products, I always suggest that's the best way for them to come in, enjoy the products. There's no obligation. You don't have to be on auto ship. You're not going to be getting business emails or any pressure or anything else. And then we, as the distributor, receive 25% for life with that preferred customer. So I think that's hugely generous, hugely generous.
Yeah, and 25%. So compared to if you sign somebody up and they're just really going to be a customer anyhow, and so they came in as a distributor, what's the difference for what we get paid if I signed you up as a distributor, but really you probably should have just been a customer? What's the difference in what I get paid?
Well, for that first month, if I enrolled you as a distributor for your first 30 days, I would receive 25%, and then it transfers over to the level. So that's where we get paid on 7%.
So there's a difference of 18%.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. And people
folks, that's important to know, because of the fact that when you're looking at it, I mean, if I can get paid 18% more for the same amount of work, I mean, I'm not an idiot with numbers. I can figure that out pretty quickly, and right? So
yeah, it's pretty simple math.
Yeah. Well, so then after that, let's talk about the fast start bonus just a little bit. With fast start bonus, that's really when I bring in somebody new, whether it's a customer or a distributor, I bring in somebody new. Can you tell us, what do we get paid with that?
Well, again, that fast start bonus, you're going to get your 25%, and that if it's a new distributor, that's going to be for the first 30 days. But the fast start bonus remains with the customer for as long, whether it be 5 days, 5 years, 5 months, whatever. The other thing I like to I've got a urgent message that's come in here. I'm sorry.
Okay, why don't you take that and then I'll quickly explain it. So the fast start bonus is really this. You bring in a new distributor, a new customer, you get paid 25% on any product that they order in the first 30 days. So it's a really lucrative way that you can make some money when you bring some new people on board. And then as an upline, so if Rene's in my downline, I get paid 3%, so she gets paid 25%. She's the one doing the work, so she's going to make more money than I do. I get paid 3%, she gets paid 25%, and that gets paid to the upline for 7 levels. So that's really good for all of us. And again, if you've got somebody, and that's the same with the retail bonus, the retail commissions as well, it gets paid 7 levels up. And so you look at that. And so total, what Sisel's paying out is they're paying out 40, what is it, 25 plus 7 times or 6 times 3, 18. So we're gonna get paid about 45% total gets paid out in the fast start commissions and the retail commissions. The next part of the compensation plan that really, and I think this is probably the most important. This is where you're going to make most of your money. And really, folks, the whole idea behind network marketing is that you're gonna build an organization of happy, healthy customers. Happy, healthy customers. And what do you get paid? You get paid 7% on 7 levels. 7% on 7 levels. And that's on happy, healthy customers. And I'm just kind of roping in everybody, your distributors, into that. So you're getting paid that 7% on the unilevel. And meanwhile, with your preferred customers, you're getting paid 25%. The difference being with the retail and the fast start bonuses, those are paid the next day. So if I bring somebody in tomorrow, on Sunday, I'm going to see that commission coming in right away. With the unilevel, with the 7% over 7 levels, that's paid once a month. So that'll be paid on the 15th. Here next week, we'll get paid that commission, and so that's paid once a month. And but I'm going to say that probably 80 to 85% of your paycheck will come from this. It'll come from your unilevel as you build your organization. Of course, if you just got started today, yeah, most of your money is going to be fast start bonus. But once you build an organization, most of your money is going to come from your unilevel. It's going to come from the 7%. So you want to learn how to talk about the products. You want to learn how to get people on a monthly auto ship, because that's gonna basically set you up. So then in a way, month after month after month, you know that when you get your commission on the 15th of the month, it's generally going to be running the same thing. So that's why you find that we spend a lot of time talking about product. Here on the weekly call on Fridays, we do the call that we do the last Friday of every month, where we do the testimonials, right? Because it's facts tell, stories sell. So it's really important that you learn the stories, because that's where you're going to build some trust. You're going to build some faith in your people. Do the products work? And then every Tuesday, Andrea and I do the Sizzle Doctors Clinic call, and we do that live on the Sizzle Doctor Clinic page. But also, if you're on this Zoom meeting, we do it on this same Zoom meeting. But again, that's to establish happy, healthy customers and distributors that are using the products month after month after month. I mean, boy, I'll tell you, every month I'm using between $400 to $600 of product a month between me, my kids, my dog, my parents. I mean, every one of us are using these products day in, day out. My dog, he has a regimen. I figured out that if I wrap his pills up in a piece of cheese, a slice of cheese, he loves it that way. Rene, what do you think of that?
Gourmet.
Right? I
Gourmet
figured that's one way to trick him, where if I put it in meat, he'll chew the meat off and he'll spit the pills out.
There you go. There you go. It's finding that sweet spot with your animals that you can manage that. Absolutely. But there's definitely
he loves cheese. Yeah. So is there anything that you want to add about the unilevel, the 7%?
Well, I think it's a very generous comp plan. Just the unilevel itself, not talking about the rest of it, the 8th profit center, the wealth builder. One thing that I know that we cover, where I don't find on other webinars, is if people understand that if you bring in your customer, it doesn't matter how long they remain a customer. If they say, you know what, these are fantastic products, and now I think I do want to do the business, you can always upgrade them to that wealth builder. There's no limit on that. So I think that's key for people to understand, because I find that there's often a bit of confusion in the way that it's expressed. So again, this is very, very simple. If somebody asks you, what is the name of your compensation plan? It's the unilevel. And that's probably the answer that they're looking for. Don't you find, Doc? And then we have all the tools that, gosh, don't fret about, I got to learn this thing inside out and backwards before I can bring anybody in. It's just not that way.
That's right. You know, and Rene, you brought up the wealth builder, so I want to jump right to that, because I think that's another part of the compensation plan that really gets people confused. And I'm not going to go into it in depth, because Milo does a good job of that. Every Monday he's doing a webinar on just the wealth builder, because he wants to unconfuse it. He wants to unscramble it for people. But, you know, really, here's the deal on the wealth builder, and I'm going to try and set you guys up so you have a great way of explaining it. Look, if you're going to get into business, wouldn't you like to make all the money that you possibly can? If you have a choice and you get into business and somebody says, well, you can get started this way, but you give up some of the money. Or you can get started over here and you open up every door that to every profit center that we have. If you're going into business, of course you're going to say, I want to go into business with every profit center opened up. And that's the wealth builder. And so the wealth builder, basically what it is, it's a coded bonus system. What it means is that, okay, so if I signed up Andrea and Andrea signed up Rene, right? Now Andrea was coded to me. Rene's coded to Andrea. So what happens is basically Andrea and Rene are both, in a way, coded back to me. And so what happens is that anytime that Rene brings in somebody, now they're coded to her, but they're also coded back to Andrea, and they're coded back to me, and we get paid bonuses on that. That's a real simple way of explaining it. And I'm not going to get into in depth what do we get paid on it, but bottom line is that once you've got all of the little things, the little doors open inside the wealth builder, you get paid $150 bonus on really a 300 PV order. So you're getting paid 50% commissions essentially on that order. And Rene, isn't that just a wonderful, easy way to explain it?
Absolutely. And thank you for that. And also, with this wealth builder system, when you're first starting in your business, you can make significant money. You know, it really is very lucrative right from the get-go. You get to work and you are going to be making those bonuses, and they are really quite significant. It's just an amazing, I love this compensation plan, and it's one of the reasons I came into the business. When I saw this, it was like, oh my gosh, I just have to get involved in this.
Well, and let me kind of just throw something in there. When I first was explaining this thing about a year ago, last October, at first it didn't make sense to me. I'm thinking, how are they going to do that? But trust me, when you look at the numbers, it really does work out. But what's really cool about it is here. Think about this. So like I said, I signed up Andrea, who is Rene's upline, and Rene Andrea brought in Rene. Rene brings in Tim. Tim brings in Barb. Barb brings in Sue. Sue brings in Mary. So they're all coded back to me. And they're all coded back to Andrea and Mary. And I mean, so everybody gets coded back. And what happens is everybody gets a little piece of the pie. It's divided out in a way that that it works. And there's some really, really good money in this thing. And so we'll just leave it at that. Jump on the calls on Monday night. I believe it's 6 o'clock Mountain Time that Milo covers this. And he does a really good job. In about 15, 20 minutes, he covers it. We're not going to get in depth on it. But just understand that when you start your business, you just don't want to give any money up. If you're doing the work, if I said, hey, I'm going to pay you either $10 an hour or $20 an hour, of course you're going to choose the $20 an hour. And that's what
Yeah.
the wealth builder does. Real simple. So Rene, the next thing that, and then if you're a serious, business builder, you'll come in with the wealth builder. I mean, there just really is no other way. And so the next thing that I want to talk about is the luxury car bonus. And so, Rene, with the luxury car bonus, if you'd like to just explain a little bit about that.
Well, again, it's very generous, and as you go up the scale in the compensation plan, that car bonus, which you can use for anything. As they say, it's a luxury car bonus, but it is a lifestyle bonus. It doesn't have to be used for a vehicle. It can, you can use it for anything. Use it for a holiday cabin, use it for pay your mortgage, whatever you choose to. So it is completely up to you. It's completely discretionary what you choose to do on that. But that starts very early in the compensation plan. And then
it's a 3-star.
Pardon me?
It starts at 3-star. So you can actually get that luxury bonus. You can get it paid to you after building only 3 legs.
Yes, that's right. And then it goes up, the amount increases as you go up in the levels. So it becomes more and more lucrative.
That's right. And Rene, I tell people, like I posted on Facebook today, I was out doing some hunting here in North Dakota, and people say to me, like a buddy of mine from high school, he told me last night, he said, wow, he said, did you retire? He said, how do you get to hunt and travel all the time? And I said, well, I got a business that I can do from anywhere. I mean, here I am, I'm parked along the highway. I just pulled over and I'm doing this, right? And that's what I've been doing all afternoon. That's what I did last week when I was out in Utah. A month ago, that's what I was doing when I was out in Wyoming. Before that, I was visiting my son in Washington State. And so here's a business that we can build as we're going out and doing the things that we like to do. We can have fun, and on top of it, I'm driving a brand new pickup. Every year, every 2 years, I get a brand new pickup, and so I'm driving a company vehicle, and the company pays for it. How nice is that?
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So my friends, they said, man, you got another new truck? Yeah, company gave me one of the perks, right? And so that's the luxury bonus, and really it starts out, like Rene said, when you get started as a 3-star, they give you a bonus. Then when you go to 4-star, it goes up. When you go to 5-star, it goes up. When you go to 6-star, it goes up, and it just continues to go up until you're a 10-star, and then you're getting paid $1,500 a month as a car bonus. I'm telling you, you can buy a pretty nice car for $1,500 or make a nice house payment if you don't want to use it for a car. But, so the next thing that I want to talk about is the rank advancement bonus. Again, Rene, kind of give everybody a little bit of understanding what's the rank advancement bonus.
Well, that starts right at the beginning. Gosh, then they did make that change early in this year. Initially, for the first 2 levels for Master and Master Builder, the first month you reach those, you get that bonus. So at Master, you hold that Master rank, you're going to get that $50 bonus. The next Master Builder, you're going to get $125 US dollars. That's really significant, because you're getting paid out on those wealth builder packs. And so the strategy I like to do with new people coming in that first month, they buy their wealth builder package there. They've already got 300 points towards 1,000 that they need to attain that level. So it's very easy to do because your own volume counts towards that. You've got 700 left to get. So you've gotten paid on those wealth builder packs, that the people that you brought in as distributors, and you reach the first level, the Master, and then you're going to get an additional $50 US.
You bet. Well, and so the rank advancement bonus is kind of like, they're saying, look, as you advance your business, as you build your business, we're gonna throw some extra money at you. It's a one-time check. So when you reach your first rank, you get a check. When you reach your next rank, you get a check. And so each time, it goes up, and it can get pretty lucrative. I don't have it right in front of me. Again, I had to pull over here. But I think when you hit the 10-star, the bonus is like $40,000.
Yes, that's correct.
So it's another thing. If you're one of those people that likes to build, and you like the excitement of a check, and you like the excitement of being able to say, hey, look what I did, that's a good thing to present to people. And I'm gonna talk about, probably in the next week or so, I'm gonna talk about how to determine what part of the compensation plan you want to talk about first, because certain personalities, you really want to go right into the rank advancement bonus. Other personalities, conservative people, then you want to talk about the luxury bonus a little bit. You want to hit that first right away. So I'm going to show you how to determine, just by asking a couple quick questions, you can really determine which way you want to go with people. So that's a part of the compensation plan there with the rank advancement. Rene, another really, I consider it probably the second most part of our, maybe the third most important part of our compensation plan is really this. Like I said, you're going to get most of your check from happy, healthy customers, right? And then I think the second most lucrative part of the check, and rightly so, is that as you help other people build, as you help them get a check, then you get paid a matching check bonus. And the matching check bonus, again, I think it's really, really good. So as I help Andrea, and Andrea helps Rene, what happens is that, as Rene advances through the ranks, Andrea gets paid a check. As I help Andrea move through the ranks, I get paid a check for helping her. So really, it's a bonus that's really said that help the people on your team. Help the people that are on your team's team. And so it keeps you in the game, because, I think that too many times, wouldn't you agree, Rene, that a lot of these people, they describe network marketing wrong. They say, oh, hey, I can help you make this money and you don't have to do anything. Well, that's not true.
Yeah, that's not true. Exactly. It's not a get rich quick scheme by any means. I mean, it's not a scheme. It's a very viable business. Network marketing is an accredited course in numerous universities and colleges. And I think it's to be taken seriously. And in some cases, it's gotten a bad rap, but it's usually because people don't understand it. But yeah, you want to be, your teams become like family, and you want to see them succeed.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it, Rene, I'm missing one part of the compensation plan. I've covered 7. Which one did I miss?
Well, I haven't got it right in front of me either. So again, like, I know the compensation plan, but to describe it and do credit to it, I would want to have all those steps in front of me, and I don't. I just didn't have my iPad available to bring that up. So I do apologize on that.
Well, let me throw them by you and just see if I missed one, because I think I got them all. So we covered the retail commission. Yeah. We covered the unilevel, or the fast start bonus. Then we covered the unilevel, right? Then we covered the wealth builder. Then we covered the luxury bonus. Then we covered the rank advancement. And then we covered we just covered the matching check bonus, as you help people build. And what's the 8th part of the compensation plan? I'm at a lot.
Number 8 is the wealth builder, but we didn't touch on the turbo bonus.
Well, that's part of the wealth builder.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes, it is. Yeah, of course.
Yep, and we'll let Milo cover that on Monday night without
Yeah.
getting into a lot of detail, because if we have to start going back and going detail through it. But those are really, you know, the main parts of the compensation plan. And I'll tell you, you know, it's a great compensation plan. You can make some really good money with it. I've shown it to a lot of people in the industry, and they think that it's one of the best that they've seen, and it really isn't as hard as a person would, you know, make it out to be. I'm trying. Oh, I remember what it is. Actually, I don't remember. Katie just sent me a text. Thanks, Katie. The infinity bonus.
Right.
And what the infinity bonus is it's an extension of the commission that you get paid on your happy, healthy customers. Basically, what it says is that once you've advanced in rank to that third level and above, what they do is they start giving you an infinity bonus, because, you know, the unilevel plan, the 7%, that's the 7 levels. And then so once you build that third 3-star leg, or third 1-star leg, then what they do is they start giving you a bonus to infinity on all of your organizations. So if I've got a runaway leg, for example, that's 100 levels deep, now all of a sudden I can collect money all the way to infinity, and that starts when you've reached that 3-star. Isn't that's huge? That's huge as well.
Absolutely.
And it's not just for people like me or people like Rene. I mean, it's for everybody. I mean, anybody that really can build a 3-star organization, you can have a piece of the pie. And that's what it really is. They take an additional 6% and they throw it over to us, and it's divided up. So if I'm a 10-star, which I'm not yet, but then I get paid a certain percentage, and then the people that are directly under me that are, say they're an 8-star, they get a portion of that. And then the people that are under them, say they're a 5-star, they get a portion of that. The people that are under them that are, say, a 3-star, they get a portion of that. And so what they do is they divide out an additional 6%. And so when you look at all the different parts of the compensation plan, Rene, I mean, there's so many ways that a person can get paid. You know, I can see why it might confuse people, because they gotta go, oh man, I gotta learn all 8 pieces of that.
No, what they need to do is just get started.
That's right. That's bottom line. Here's what you got to know. Okay. And I'm really going to simplify. Here's what you got to know is that when you get started, you get paid 25% of everybody that you bring in. And then everybody that's a customer, you get paid 25% for life for them. Everybody that's a distributor, you get paid 7% on them. That's all you really got to know. And when you get started in the business, again, describe it this way. Just say, look, you know, there's really only one way to get started in the business, right? If I was to offer you 10% or 20% commission, which one would you take? And everybody's going to say, well, I'll take the 20%. You say, great. Then you gotta come in as a wealth builder.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's our compensation plan in a nutshell, folks. I mean, you don't have to get any more in depth than that. And anybody that wants to just buy products, bring them in as a customer. Anybody that wants to build a business, bringing them as a wealth builder. That's how I look at it. That's how I describe it. And holy cow, we have just a great system. So, you know, folks, thanks for jumping on. I know I was a couple minutes late, and then I screwed up on the Facebook Live portion of it. But, you know, let's call it off there. Rene, is there anything that you want to add?
No, I think you hit, you nailed it on all the important parts, and they certainly don't have to know everything. Just get started.
Just get started, right?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Rene. Thanks for being part of this, and comment on the video, share it with people, and on Facebook, and I will get the YouTube video out yet today. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Fantastic. Bye, everyone.